Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing the rapid fire book tag. I have seen a few people do this and it looks really fun, so I thought I would give it a go. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, ebook or physical book? Definitely physical book. I love the tradition of physical books and I like the smell of physical books and the feel of physical books, and I just like paper, and ebooks you can't get that, and there's just not that traditional aspect to it. Number 2, paperbacks or hardbacks? Now for reading, definitely paperbacks, because they're just easier when you're reading, they're a lot easier to hold, that it just doesn't feel awkward at all. But for your shelf, I definitely think hardbacks look better. Number 3, online or in-store shopping? Definitely usually in-store. I love going to bookstores, however this can be a little bit expensive, so if I don't have a lot of money and I really desperately need a book, which happens quite often, I will order them online as it is just cheaper that way. Number 4, trilogies or series? I would say trilogies for this one, as I feel like you can marathon them easier, and when I marathon series I tend to feel more attached to the characters than when I kind of split them up a bit, so trilogies are a lot easier to do this with. However, trilogies can also have second book syndrome, so that can be a problem. But overall, definitely trilogies. Number 5, heroes or villains? Now for this, I would definitely say villains. I find villains really interesting to read about, especially if they've got a good backstory, and they just tend to be a little bit mysterious a lot of the time as well, and I really like that element. Heroes, I do like reading about, but they're just not villains. I like reading about villains a lot more, I find them a lot more interesting. Number 6, a book you want everyone to read. Now, obviously I would pick Anne of Green Gables because I recommend that to everyone. But if I didn't recommend Anne of Green Gables, then I would definitely recommend Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. This has obviously had a lot of hype on BookTube recently and it is brilliant, and I definitely understand the hype. So it is just beautifully written, and it's really heartbreaking. There's a massive emotional roller coaster throughout, so if you like the ups and downs of emotions when you're reading, I definitely recommend this one. Number 7, recommend an underrated book. So for this I've gone with Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. Attachments is one of Rainbow Rowell's adult fiction, and I just feel like her adult books don't get as much recognition as her YA books, and this is just hilarious. It's so funny, and it's written through emails as well as your standard text, so it has got a lot more to it than you think, and it is really, really funny. Rainbow Rowell is just brilliant. Number 8, the last book you finished. The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas by John Boyne. Really good, really recommend. Number 9, the last book you bought, On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Really excited to read this one, cannot wait. Number 10, weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark. Now I really had to rattle my brain for this one because I tend to use magnetic bookmarks all the time, so I kind of had to go back a few years, but I'm pretty sure I remember using a sock at one point, so probably that. Number 11, used books, yes or no? Definitely yes. I am more than happy to have used books, without a doubt. Now used books tend to be cheaper because they've already been used, and a lot of the time they come and they look brand new, so I definitely really love used books. Number 12, top 3 favourite genres. Contemporary, fantasy and historical fiction. Number 13, borrow or buy. I tend to buy. I do like borrowing though, and I definitely want to start using my local library more because I really never do that at all at the minute, so I definitely want to get back into doing that, but at the minute I tend to buy books. And I'm running out of space again. Number 14, characters or plot. So for this I'm going to have to say characters, because if the characters are really strong and really well developed, you tend to find the plot is pretty good too. But if it's the other way around, where the plot tends to be really good, it doesn't necessarily mean the characters are that good. So I'm kind of going with characters because you tend to get a bit of both if you put it that way around. Number 15, long or short books. I tend to read longer books actually, and I didn't really notice this until I actually went to answer this question. But yeah, I tend to read longer books, and I just find the story development can be better that way if they're longer. However, for reading slumps, definitely shorter books. Always go with shorter books for reading slumps. 16, long or short chapters. For this, definitely short chapters. I am much more of a short chapter person. I tend to read loads quicker because I'll get so much more read because the chapters are shorter, so I don't get tired as easily because I get to a next chapter really quickly and I'm like, right, well that's only a short chapter, I'll read the next one then. And yeah, I just tend to read a lot quicker with them. Number 17, name the first 3 books you can think of. Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Books that make you laugh or cry. I definitely prefer books that make me cry. That makes me sound really emotional. I just like getting into that frame of mind when I'm reading, and books tend to stay with me for much longer if I have had that kind of emotional attachment. Number 19, our world or fictional world. To read about, fictional world. Definitely. You can't beat the wisdom world. Definitely fictional world. But to live in, probably our world, because in fictional world you tend to get a lot of mythical things and a lot more danger. Yeah, probably our world to live in. Number 20, audiobooks, yes or no? I'm gonna say no. I don't tend to listen to audiobooks. I can't concentrate on them very well, and I much prefer having a physical book to read through rather than just listening to one. Number 21, do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yes, I think we all do. I'm pretty sure we all do. But I will always read the synopsis after finding a really pretty cover to make sure that I definitely want to read the book. Number 22, book to movie adaptation or book to TV adaptation. I'm going to say book to movie because you can just see how it's been adapted within a couple of hours instead of having to wait for all the episodes to come out of a TV series. Basically, I think I'm just a bit impatient. Number 23, an adaptation you prefer to its book version. Now for this, I wouldn't say I preferred the adaptation, but it is definitely on par with the book, and that is the closest I can get with this. So that is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Really brilliant book, really brilliant film, couldn't recommend it more. Number 24, and the final question is series or standalones. I'm definitely going to go with series for this one, as I feel like the character development can be built a lot more, and also the plot development, and you just get a lot more out of a series, I think, than you do in a standalone a lot of the time. However, there are, of course, amazing standalones as well, but yeah, definitely series. So that is it for my rapid fire book tag. I'm not going to go and tag anyone, but if you're watching this and you would like to do this video, then I tag you. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. As always, leave any comments below, that's absolutely fine, and I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye!